We're not in the path of totality. Two members of our team, Dave Scott and Brooke Allen, they, however, are in the path of totality in Marysville, Ohio, and join us now on
Mm.
the Splash. Dave, Brooke, thank you both for being with us.
Hey, good to be with you.
Hey, good morning.
The path of totality.
Totality.
Ooh, we're in the path of totality. Yes, we are here in Marysville, Ohio. As you can see, right behind Brooke and I, we're in front of what is amazingly beautiful blue skies, much better than was forecast. I even need my sunglasses, Tyler. So bright out here. We're at the Marysville Airport, right in the path of totality. And Brooke and I will be back at 2:30 this afternoon with what we think will be very interesting, complete coverage. I know it's going to be exciting at home, but we thought you might also, Tyler, want to see exactly what it's going to look like for these 2 or 3 minutes, maybe a little bit more, that it's totally dark.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's a
Tyler,
rare
I'm gonna
occurrence,
do
too.
the thing again, like you did.
Yeah, just like that. It's a rare occurrence too, and that's why we're taking this not just from the Greater West Bloomfield area. And later on in the program today, we'll have some more local acts that are being done for the total solar eclipse in our schools. In particular, we'll be joined by a couple individuals from Roosevelt Elementary School to talk about their special programming today. But it's an interesting angle too to be out in the field, to have the two of you there and see the total 100% solar eclipse too. So tell us a little bit about the special program people will see on our outlets later on today and what they'll learn from in the path of totality, Brooke.
All right, well, Brooke did all the work, so I'm going to let her answer this. Well, what are you going to be talking about today?
Well, we actually, so because we are in Marysville, Ohio, we had to kind of like communicate with people here and set up some interviews. And this airport we're at is actually a museum as well. So we'll be learning more about that. But the interesting thing to me too about the whole solar eclipse is that right now it's sunny, 48 degrees. And as the day goes on, I think it's going to be in the 70s back home and also here. But we are expecting a temperature drop. And I've been kind of obsessed with this. So I'm, to watch as the temperature drops, I think about 10 or 12 degrees at the time of the solar eclipse. At the time of totality. So that will be an interesting aspect. And it's just kind of cool. I mean, right now it's quiet here, but we're expecting a lot of action, a lot of media, and just a lot of even vendors. I'm going to buy you a shirt, Dave.
Yeah, Tyler, we're going to keep it local for West Bloomfield. Yes, we're going to cover what's going on here, but a couple of West Bloomfield people here, right in the epicenter of it, and it should be interesting. We've got multiple cameras, we've got all that special glass and everything we need to be able to show you the eclipse as it happens. Meanwhile, back at home, you'll have a pretty similar thing. Tyler, the northern swatch of the this area of totality is actually Toledo, Ohio. So we really didn't have to come this far south. We just picked this airport because they were being very helpful. But really, it's gonna be pretty good at home in West Bloomfield.
Hey, Dave, I have a question too, if you don't mind me jumping in. First and foremost, essentially, like, why do you feel like this eclipse specifically is so special? Even though we hear about eclipses happening so often, why is this so special, and why is it important to go to where there will be totality, the path of totality, as opposed to where we'll see like maybe 98, 99% here?
Well, that's an easy answer for me. As the most senior member on this broadcast right now, this might be the last opportunity I have in my lifetime to see a total solar eclipse, unless I happen to travel somewhere else around the world. And the last one I remember, it wasn't full at home, was in West Bloomfield when I was a kid, standing in the backyard with my parents and watching it with my parents and my brothers and sisters. So for me,
Nice.
the connection back to West Bloomfield, an opportunity, it's on my bucket list to see the whole thing in totality, have it go totally dark, look at the dogs and cats go crazy, whatever's going to happen. So, it's just something. I know we're all busy, but I just
Mhm.
couldn't pass it up, and I just thought I'd bring everyone along with.
And we're very grateful for that.
Absolutely.
Along for the ride.
Yeah, and we're great to have you along for the ride with us as we experience this on our side and about a high 90% of a total eclipse, with a little bit of sun peeking through. Then the two of you and a number of guests from in Marysville, Ohio. Again, 2:30 p.m. Join us on our outlets, including on our Facebook page at Civic Center TV 15 for the entire special Total Eclipse Show. Brooke Allen and Jason Dean also will be co-hosting that with you. Brooke, talk a little bit about Jason's expertise, maybe some of the people you'll be talking with during the eclipse to get even greater insight into this moment in history.
Well, it's so interesting. So Jason Dean, he owns a vintage store. And so he knows a lot about pop culture and also just the history. And, there's a great connection with Einstein and the